All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Odd Taxi, episode 12.
All right.
Are we actually going to find out officially, what Odokawa's situation is?
I think we could. We are set up really for the big heist transfer.
Right, that whole shenanigans.
Dobu, Yano confrontation.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and Odokawa's plan is falling through because both the people that he wanted to have helping him are unavailable.
Yeah. This is gonna be curious how it all basically slides in or shakes down. Yeah, because I think Odokawa might be in a bit of a hot spot here.
He's in trouble, but so far, he'd only be in trouble if he tried to double cross Dobu and it didn't work. If he just goes along with what Dobu was saying, it should be fine. But that's not what he wants. So,
right,
yeah.
Little Daimon is missing
and not answering calls, and oh boy,
that's the whole thing. The Homo sapiens split up. Yep. That's the last episode. That's a whole thing there.
We know that Rui Nikaido is not the killer. Even though she was planning on it potentially.
Right.
But okay.
So we were right in that there was murderous intent. But not the actual
Wasn't
act.
Actually her.
Yeah. As far as she says as well.
Sure.
So just
right. But at the same time, it was someone who set up the body in the agency. So at the very least, they're familiar with the area, or for some reason they did that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, okay, but Mystery Kiss is dealing with a bit of a press conference because of the reveal that Mitsuya is not Mitsuya, and now that the actual Mitsuya is dead.
Right. It's a bit of a problem.
Yeah. So, yeah, we got one episode before it's all over. After this one, of course.
Right.
So yeah, but y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. All right, everyone. Now be sure to go check out the reaction portion of the video in the description below. Then come back here for the discussion. Wow, that's the second to last episode of Odd Taxi.
We still don't know what Odokawa's situation is.
Well, that's not important here. We got freaking Tanaka here closing off his entire story, killing maybe, well, at least shooting Dobu. I don't know if Dobu's necessarily going to die.
He took one gunshot before,
but did leave him to, maybe
I'm sure
die.
Someone's called the police.
Yeah, I'm sure an ambulance is on its way.
Right.
Jeez, Odokawa, you're cold. This is incredible.
Yeah.
Now,
also, I love the fact that it's like, I have no one who I can go to for help. Oh, wait. I did take out that tracker.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Slip. There you go.
I can't believe he ran the risk, basically, that not only would Tanaka then show up, but since he knows that Tanaka is targeting him,
right? Why would he wouldn't necessarily care about Dobu?
Yeah.
Right. It's just that extra bit of chaos. Now, granted, one of the brilliant parts about this play is that Dobu has no reason to suspect Odokawa here because the guy's targeting Odokawa, and Dobu knows that, right?
Yeah.
So why the hell, even if he could somehow figure out how to make sure that he would be here, this is the last person that Odokawa would want to show up.
Right. The main reason that he did know that there'd be something where he could get maybe Dobu to try and go for this is that maybe on some level Odokawa understood that it was actually little Daimon that shot at him at the harbor. So he's like, he's going to go after his gun that he knows that that's Dobu's gun that the guy has. So then when he tries to go for the gun, he messes up the count of the bullets. And if Odokawa big-brained that all the way from the beginning, that's possible.
He could have, but it's
possible.
I get the feeling that he didn't actually think about the bullets. It's just no. He's got a gun. He'll come here, and then
and then Dobu's gun, Dobu. So
right, Dobu will want it, and then they'll
get into a scuffle and
right, exactly.
Yeah.
But, you know, Dobu's like no. Like, I think about this stuff. There were 6 bullets in that gun.
Yeah.
And he's shot 6. Well, turns out he actually hadn't. And
Turns out that was Little Diamond that shot at you in the harbor, man. And I can't believe I mixed it up and thought that he said 2 shots in the harbor, but it's actually just 1. Okay. But oh my God. Dobu. And then also just the fact that Big Daimon, like, nearly died here. And then Little Daimon saved him, but now he's going to go in.
I'll forgive you, but the law won't forgive you.
To Yano. Yeah. I love that line.
That was... and like the tears,
should,
like falling onto his brother's cheeks and everything, and that was wonderful.
Yeah, that was sweet.
I am very excited to see them, go arrest Yano together. Right?
Yeah.
Like that's gonna be awesome. But also we got something even more mind-boggling and groundbreaking here. Yano forgot.
To rhyme. He forgot to rap. Yes. He stopped his flow.
Like that,
his flow was interrupted.
Yep, like it's
himself.
A great comedy bit for one of just like, oh shit. But also, right, you're not rapping.
What are you doing?
Yeah, and then he immediately starts rapping again, right?
Yeah.
But also it's just a way to communicate to the audience how rattled he is, because he's been so cool as a cucumber, like nothing phases him, right? It's just totally fine. He's seen some crazy shit, right? But then all of a sudden, wait, what? Uh-oh. No, this is not part of the plan.
No.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, so Odokawa has almost got off scot-free, but then Yano shows up.
Yep.
So that's going to lead to a car chase, which is going to lead to some craziness, and this could be bad. But all the little things that built up to this, holy shit, we forgot about the Donraku eraser that's been in his shirt pocket
in the exact same
entire
pocket.
time
That's
since
the
episode 1.
That's the thing that blows me away. Is not the eraser or the fact that it comes back into play, right? Because when the eraser was introduced, it was a very like, why the hell are we talking about this eraser, right? And then that gave us the connection of us thinking that then Shirakawa was the one who was the person who was bidding on the stuff because she had like money from selling the drugs to Dobu after her student loans or something like that, right?
Right.
No, turns out the Zuden was definitely Dobu, and the bidding could have also been Dobu, but it could have also just been that he got, an extra eraser from Don-chan, right?
Yeah. No. He said that he got it from his boss, who's a friend of Don-chan's. So the boss basically is someone who could have been the one to make the bidding.
I thought that was said. We went back and I think it wasn't actually. He didn't actually say where he got it from.
No,
but
he says basically that why did you get this? And he says, well, that's because my boss is friends with Donraku. My superior, as I guess you call him, knows Donraku. That's
gotcha.
Basically, it.
That's he's also explaining basically the how he got this, not just the why have an eraser of Donraku kind of a thing.
Right, exactly. It's not necessarily to have come directly from his boss, but it's the idea that the boss facilitates the connection by which he could then even have, potentially, have this at all, because it would have had to come ultimately from Donraku. Like it would have had to come originally from him, regardless of how it went from Donraku's hands to Dobu's hands.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then the idea of just, that is what's going to make Tanaka totally flip out.
Absolutely flip out.
And then also give that extra little supply of that final nail in the coffin as far as what Odokawa's situation is.
Yep.
Because we've seen other people not be able to recognize someone in a picture when Odokawa can. But we've never seen something where someone is like, this is a picture of me and no one should be able to tell. Right. Even I wouldn't be able to tell that this was me. And then Odokawa sees it. Oh yeah, that's totally you. Yep. What? How do you know? Oh, okay. If it was something where Dobu could kind of see the similarities, he'd be like, oh damn, good eye. But it's the what?
Oh, right. Yeah.
You've got a special power.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Well, that's that. But also, holy shit, Tanaka having gone through this wild ride where all the way now at the end,
he just wants an apology.
He just got bored. Mm-hmm. He's tired.
Not as engaging as a game.
No. So he's just like, ultimately, I just want an apology.
Yeah, I love that as a way, because like as far as character resolutions, right? I feel like it's fairly similar to Kabasawa in that it's a very much a side character, you know, that then basically is going to have their resolution. But with Kabasawa, we also got to kind of see it happen, whereas with Tanaka, he's recounting it to us, right? And that can be something that causes it to potentially lose impact because we're not seeing it happen viscerally right in front of us, right? But the idea that no, this revenge that he was so hellbent on, it actually just gets to the point where, and I lost so much to go after it, and now it's just sort of nothing. Right.
I love that it's also a thing where he's kind of completely resigned that, Odokawa, he wasn't the user of Zuden, he wasn't the one that was on eBay.
Right, it wasn't some Machiavellian scheme to destroy me.
No, he's just a dumb taxi driver, I just want an apology, man. It's kind of funny because that's basically what Yano wanted when Odokawa bumped into him that one time.
Oh, sure. Okay, yeah.
It's basically the same thing. I'm just, hey, I want an apology. That's all.
Right.
Just, I'm not asking for anything special.
Yep.
Not wanting your life, not wanting anything like that. It's like,
I have asked people for that, but yeah.
Right. It's just funny because that scene now is directly mirrored here where it's like, oh, that's the exact same thing. But instead, because of a very random coincidence here, Shirakawa finally got Dobu back, if you will.
Yeah, and
like what are the odds?
And I like to think that it's also the fact that ended up happening. This is maybe a bit of a leap, right?
Okay.
But the pocket that was in was the breast pocket for Odokawa.
Yeah.
The left breast pocket over the heart.
Okay.
He ended up caring about Shirakawa, right? This was something that she gave him that he kept close to his heart. Yeah. Because he kept it close to his heart, it ended up falling out in this moment, and then Tanaka sees it and then ends up going after Dobu as an indirect result of, that happening, right? And this entire time, Odokawa had been trying to figure out, how do I make sure that, Dobu actually stays away from Shirakawa, because, oh shit, when he got the sense that I might be trying to betray him, he threatened to kill her.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
That is a very big problem. So I do need to make sure that he cannot come after me.
Right. And also ideally has no motivation to. So here you go. You're very lucky, Odokawa.
Yeah, very lucky.
You're a very lucky walrus.
Yeah, sure, exactly. Wow. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Then basically the setup for the counterfeit bills and everything worked out really well. But now that we're here, basically the only thing that's left is to finish Odokawa's story in whatever way they choose to do that. But then also find some resolution to basically our little truly most lucky boy, wonder child, Imai, who
that's
needs
true.
to get his billion so that he can save Mystery Kiss, and then everything can come all the way full circle, because
maybe then we can find out who the actual killer is.
Right, but also like in a weird way we can then have maybe a true resolution to the actual final beginning bit of this, with the Homo sapiens actually realizing that, hey, you know what? Maybe you didn't want to be a comedian. Maybe you got kind of like, felt like you got like pushed into it, and then you're like, now I'm stuck here. I don't really want to be a comedian. That's why I'm miserable, and I'm constantly like complaining about all these things. But I mean, maybe your best friend just kind of showed you like a way out.
Once they started going into that time travel bit, I was like, oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
would you go back and change anything?
It's like, well, there's definitely parallels here. I wonder if this will get confusing for them. Especially given that just before this,
just before this,
we're done.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that kind of shit where it's like, you know, the characters are processing things emotionally that they
Right.
don't fully understand, right? And then they end up kind of processing their emotions out loud and coming to a realization that kind of shocks them and the person that they're talking to, if they're talking to somebody,
Yeah.
you know? And then it's just, oh, this happened.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah. But okay, y'all, next episode's the finale. I'm really excited. I really want to have a true happy ending here for Odokawa. But the idea that Little Daimon is on his way,
yep.
he has already kind of shown where he's willing to skirt the law
Right.
in the pursuit of justice. So that's a bit scary. The idea that this is a car chase, which means we could get
It could get all kinds of bad. And given that Little Daimon is with Big Daimon, Yano might be like, oh, you're not a real cop either. You know, right?
Yeah.
Like imagine how awful it would be for Big Daimon if the thing that he did in response to a kind gesture from a person when his parents died, right? Which, by the way, I love that as a reason for why he started working with him, right? No, it doesn't result in you getting hurt, even though it did here. It results in maybe your brother getting killed. That would be
I mean,
brutal.
I think there's a possibility that he actually goes to arrest Big Daimon first. Like, he goes and just drops him off at the station and continues on.
Maybe, like, that could totally be a thing, but I would love to see him and Big Daimon both being like, all right, don't worry, I'm dropping my brother off there with you guys, but he's still a cop and we're taking you guys down, you know.
Oh, then they could do a thing where Big Daimon takes the fall for Little Daimon and is like, no, I used his gun.
Oh, sure.
And
yeah.
I'm reporting it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Interesting.
My brother's an idiot. Yeah, you know, I ended up getting access to his police gun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. But all right. One final episode, y'all. If you want to see that next episode's reaction and discussion right now, go check out the link in the description below. For our Patreon, you can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access. You can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
Next time.